Oh, it's a crack, everyone. It's Nathan here, aka the Rambling Kern, and head instructor of Kern School of Combat. So coming at you today, today it is, with something a little bit different, and something that is one of those kind of unique bits of Irish history that I think a lot of people wouldn't know. So, Saint Valentine's Day. And not a lot of people know that Saint Valentine's Day is in Ireland. He's not from Ireland, but he ended up in Ireland, and it's actually quite an interesting little story. So for those who don't know, Saint Valentine was a Italian man, or Roman essentially at the time, and was in Rome around 270 AD, and like a lot of saints was quite gruesomely killed for preaching his about Catholicism, but more importantly for marrying couples when there was kind of a ban from Emperor Claudius II of the time against Roman people marrying Catholics. Basically, he viewed it as not very beneficial to his army to have all these peace-loving people marrying into military people, so he put a ban on them, and he was caught doing this, and Saint Valentine was beheaded and became kind of immortalized ever since. And then we fast forward a good few hundred years, and basically what happened was there was a Irishman by the name of Father Spratt, a Irish priest, who travelled to Rome, and was a very big fan of the then Pope, Pope Gregory. I'll put up which number because I forget which Pope Gregory he was. But he travelled to Rome and basically wanted to meet the Pope and discuss all of his fondness for the Pope, but also he was a very famous orator at the time. In other words, he gave, as a lot of Irish people jokingly say, he gave a great mass, and he did just that, and the Pope was so impressed by it that he sent him home with a gift, and that gift was Saint Valentine's remains. And off he went in, I believe it was 1836, back to Ireland with the remains of Saint Valentine in a casket sealed and marked by the Pope. And it wound up in the middle of Dublin. And unbeknownst to a lot of people, still to this day, you can go and visit the remains of Saint Valentine right in the centre of Dublin. His remains are there, and supposedly a amount of his blood within the shrine that's dedicated to him. I'll bring up a picture of the building for those who are interested. It was one of those things I didn't know about, and it wasn't, I didn't really know about it for many years, even though I used to get a bus from right outside there and used to live right around the corner from it. It was in Ireland for quite some time and kind of remained, the shrine itself kind of remained a little bit neglected, and then kind of got rejuvenated in the 1950s. And it's kind of slowly gained in infamy and notoriety, I guess, ever since. So I just thought, we have a lot of foreign viewers who enjoy this channel, as well as a lot of Irish people who might not know this. So I thought it was a nice little video on the day that it is. So if you're ever in Dublin, you can actually go and visit the shrine. I went there a few years ago myself with my wife, and I highly recommend going and having a look. It's quite a fascinating little thing. There's basically a life-size statue of Saint Valentine himself, and obviously the shrine to him is below that, which obviously you're going to see in some pictures as I talk about it. So just a little short video, kind of nice little interesting bit of Irish history that I thought people might be fascinated to know, because I know a lot of Irish people aren't familiar with that. And of course, if you'd like to sponsor any of my work, and you're interested in more kind of facts and interesting things about Irish history, you'll find my Patreon in the description of the video. I do weekly videos on various different topics on Irish history, and I appreciate any support you can give. Thank you very much, and slán.